Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. Cadillac CT6 all-wheel drive. Customer states, do not touch my car. Not even kidding. This is Gail Banks' car. Do not touch Gail's car. Don't do it. Here we go. Happening Z hood. Yo, check this out. Look at these tires right here. That's major chunking. And I learned a fun fact about the chunking. Check this out. It happens on the dyno. The rollers tear up those tires. Like, look at that one right there. Look familiar? Does this place look familiar? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you guys a hint. Look at that. Exhaust fans. Those are the cooling vents for the dyno. We are at Banks Power. Check this out. Surprise, surprise. I had no idea I was going to be here to do this today, but I'm here. I'm standing on the dyno pad at Banks Power. How freaking cool is that? Like, you might not see it, but I'm freaking out inside right now. This is the coolest thing ever. I didn't tell you guys I'm here with A-Rod. Power Stroke Tech Talk with A-Rod. I remember seeing this kind of stuff on Gail's YouTube videos, and now I'm standing in the spot. Aaron, what you think about this dude?
Well,
what do you think?
We didn't think. I know we were talking about it, but we didn't think we were definitely going to be coming. Jay, he's the man.
This predates those. So now we just.
Well, you're doing it old school, yeah. Ratchet straps, sandbags.
Exactly.
That's why you're tearing up tires.
And then we're bringing, and then we've got our emission system inside. So if this is not an emissions run, but if it is, we go in that pipe of the wall, goes through the inside. I'll show you. And then of course exhaust. We need to vent it out.
Okay. So if you're running, then you can collect everything that's coming out of the tailpipe and analyze it on the other side. Okay, got it.
And then you've got the two squirrel fans up here. Those blow air down and underneath and come up through these, because we had Coke machines over there before, and they would, the tires would get so hot they would frag, and we would put dents in the Coke machine. So at some point they moved the Coke machines inside and put the fans up.
Okay.
So you could cool the tires and the rollers.
Nice. Very clever. Sweet.
Yeah, so that's it right there.
Oh yeah.
That's what you
Is
have.
that the new setup for the Fords?
Yes. So the double goes this way. Second one goes right there.
Oh, let me see that thing. That looks pretty cool. So you're making, so that's the single pillar for the Fords, and then where's your second gauge go? Does it go down here?
It goes right here, yep. So the I-Dash Stealth Pod Dual will have a second one right here.
Oh, that puts them nice and close. I like that.
Yes.
That's a clean look. Nice
perfect
interior on
angle
this. Oh, I haven't, this is the 23, isn't it?
That's a 22.
22. I have not been inside of the 22 yet. While we're here, just poke around in someone's truck.
Feel
What
free.
do you guys think? Check it out. We're on the dyno cart. These are some of the test 4-channel analog modules. Like, these are the guys that talk to your iDash, and then you can run sensors independent of the vehicle sensors. See how they've got the 4 pigtails coming out? So each module can support 4 sensors, and that's the unit that I'm running in my truck to get my rear diff temp and my charge or my compressor outlet temperatures and pressures. I have to run one of those things. Super cool setup how they designed this. I like it. Dirty Max. Here, let me see. Let's climb over. I want to see the dual cluster for the new Duramaxes. Nice. Oh, that looks great. It's nice and compact. I like those. And you retain the grab handle. I think I've seen some where they have to delete the grab handle to fit their gauges.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're hoping to eliminate those.
All right. Sensitive information. I'm going to get out of there.
No, it's okay.
I'm revealing trade corporate secrets. What do we got here? Oh, wood. Look at that. That's the L5P.
Yes, so this is a 2020.
Okay.
And these are all of our 4-channel and 5-channel modules.
Okay.
So you've got sensors going everywhere.
So how many can you stack up in that series?
I believe up to 6. Wow. But if you
Okay.
need to go more, we have some custom firmware that'll let you go up to 16.
No way. All right. That's pretty cool.
So there are pressure and temperature sensors that go all throughout this engine.
I see it. Yeah, I see it. I see. That's where your Derringer integrates, isn't it?
Correct.
Is that where you're connecting to right there? So you're just intercepting signals in your Derringer. What does it do with those signals that it intercepts?
It's very elegantly under-reporting certain signals, so your ECM over-delivers.
Got it. So we're not changing your ECM tune.
Not at all.
You're just encouraging it to do what you want it to do.
Correct.
Got it.
If
Very
I
good.
tell you that you're only 5'9", what do? You all of a sudden you stand
I
up
stand up a
straight.
little taller. Yeah, well, I'm taller than
I'm
5'9".
only 5'9". So I tell the truck it's 80 horsepower shy.
Oh, so it goes, wait, we're low on fuel pressure, or we're low on output, and the driver's asking for this, and I can do that. So
right.
wait, go ahead and feeds it some more juice, and okay, I see.
The ECM does not know that the signals it's receiving have been manipulated.
I see. Okay.
Right? So when you remove it, it's like it was never there.
And so you're 100% emissions compliant. Then you've got no issues with.
Everything carries a carb EO.
Got it.
So each
Very
one,
good.
all of our modules have carb EOs. That's an executive order from the California Air Resource Board, and that means that it has passed all the emissions tests and meets the minimum standards by the state of California.
I see. Okay. Very good. Very good. Meanwhile, I'm over here. They're all walking off. I want to take a look inside of this giant wind machine because I have seen this thing on videos in action, and now I got my hands on it. How cool is that? I guess it's some commercial vent fans for like a laundromat, or I'm not really sure, but they're commercial grade vent fans, steel, and a couple like 2-3 horsepower motors on the back. What are those things? 7.5 horsepower electric motors times 2, it looks like. So we've got 15 horsepower of wind energy funneled. They did this to emulate real world driving down the road conditions. I mean, we can stick a fan up here, but this thing is simulating 60 to 70 mile per hour wind going over the front of the vehicle, and that's going to put this engine in its natural environment. That way their testing is as close to real life as they can come up with. And I see we've also got some sensor inputs in there too. Data. Gotta love the data. Let's go inside and check out the shop. Are we machining intakes over here? Is that what this says?
Machining all sorts of stuff in here.
Wow, okay.
So you've got exhaust brake.
We're in the machine shop. Look at this. Cylinder heads, intakes.
Bring in the castings. We'll do the final machining here. So they put the threads, machine the surfaces to our exacting tolerances.
Wow. Got our PCB on. You gotta get your install safety squint.
Safety squint. We're good to go.
I am safety squint exempt. See, I've got the exemption. Corrective lenses. Yeah. That's the tube bender for the 5-inch.
That is a tube bender for the 5-inch. Correct.
It's a mandrel bender works, right? Correct.
You've got mandrel
Okay.
over here.
We're working. It's a good machine too. See how we don't kink anything where it makes the bends? You don't have any marks and indentations. That's a good bender. That's a primo machine. We're only scratching the surface of the commercial manufacturing facility. There's other buildings on the complex where Banks Engineering is devoted entirely to military vehicle power plant production, as well as research and development. We'll get to that part later. Incredible machinery.
That are going on right now. So you've got the new school technology, which is our CAD department, mechanical engineering, will send a file across the street, and we can cut it and bend it right on this machine that's behind here, on the big 5-inch bending machine.
Yep.
Or we can do it a traditional style, which is with a jig. So those are all exhaust fingers coming in. We have those bent out of house. We've got jigs here, so everyone is identical. You see how they're formed?
I see.
All of the jigs here stored above. We bring it down when needed.
So we set up our work in the jig, pull the parts from the bins, and then they're set up on the jig in order to be welded in position in the right places. Yeah, there's another one.
See how the pipe coming in? It'll get cut to size, right? All the lengths. Then it'll get carted up, and then it'll go either into bending or welding.
We've got raw material getting broken down to the right lengths. That's what our guy's doing over here. He's gonna take this piece, he's gonna chop it up in the right sections. Hey, what's up, my man? And he's gonna prep that for the next stage in production. These are all the TIG guys. I think they said 6 stations. Oh, hazard. There's 6 TIG weld guys here, 3, and then I think 3 on the other side. And that's where they're setting up some of the smaller components. See what this guy's doing.
America.
100%. Game on. Wow, look at that bandsaw. Look at that thing. It's a through table saw. Smaller pieces. Yeah, we're on the other side of that first TIG station we saw, so we've got 3 more stations back here. I see my man's got jigs set up. He's got a vent fan helmet right here, and there's his tool right there. There's his welder. So I think what we're doing is we're taking over the raw material. It goes to this man's station. He adds the pieces that he needs, welds them on. I think we're doing exhaust hangers here. And they're gonna hand weld those onto the jig, and I'm assuming he places his finished product down right here in this bin, and it's gonna move on to the next station. Second weld. See the heat coming through? Look at that. He's cleaning off the slag from his welds right now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we go. That unit's done. Nice welds too. It's all handmade. Hey, Jesus. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Perfect bend. Danger. These look like 4-inch over axle pipes.
Think of 3 hangers per exhaust times 40, 50 different exhaust systems.
So every application is going to have its own blueprint on how it has to be assembled. So you've got your own jig then for each application.
Imagine a new Ram truck where you have, like, let's say a 2000 Ram. You have a single cab, short bed, a dual cab, short bed, a dual cab, long bed, a mega cab, long bed, like all those combinations all take different lengths, different beds, and different hangers. Combos. Yes.
So each model truck could have 4 or 5, 6 different SKUs just for the package of an exhaust pipe.
Some
so
do, yes.
Hundreds of SKUs.
Yeah.
Wow. This is one of the only fenders west of the Mississippi that can bend 5-inch stainless tubing. This guy right here. clamp in. Initiate the bend. Checking to make sure that it was a good bend. Nothing, no raises, no ridges, no divots, things like that. And then we're pulling it back off and it's gonna go over into the bend. Nice and shiny. See the tooling marks, the oil left behind is wiping that down too. Again, we're entering restricted area, no filming. It says it right on the door. We're done. See you guys in a minute.
What that number actually is.
All right, we're leaving the restricted area. I can't tell you, but you guys wouldn't believe what's going on in that building. You wouldn't believe it. I wasn't allowed to record it either. Sorry. Maybe next time.
This outflows a straight piece of pipe. So if you were to measure the outlet here versus the outlet at the end of a straight piece of pipe, this is better.
Literally.
Yes.
That's awesome. Talk about engineering where you can do a 160-degree bend.
Exactly. And it outflows a straight piece. It absolutely does. It's the way we diffuse the air on a turbocharger. Straight piece, it doesn't flow as well as an 18-degree included ankle megaphone. Well, that's the megaphone bent over. So it's not the hot side, it's the cold side. But the same calculations, the same dynamics will, whether the gas is hot or cold.
This flow bench has been hot rodded with a MAF sensor, so we know the air mass. So we are now measuring air mass, where Gail is single-handedly is trying to move the industry in that direction.
You know, and again, one of the things that stands out to me the most is you guys are actually using your products that you're selling retail as part of your R&D process. You're running iDash and analog modules here just to measure your test equipment.
We did that for our own use. Now we're selling them.
Well, I'm glad you are, because I've got 2 of them. Yes, sir, I've got 2 of them.
Now, what are you measuring in your truck again?
I've got my diff temp probe back there, because I like to know that it's super cool. I like to watch it when I'm towing something, and I'm watching those temps climb up.
Yes.
And then I come off the throttle, and I can tell that Ram air scoop is just pulling heat out of everything. And I'm just watching it fall. Then I get back on the load again, and I watch those temps climb back up, and I can see a huge difference when I've got a load versus just an empty truck. I mean, I could see how
BTU output.
Absolutely, yeah. I can see the unit is in action, and it's just cool to be able to know what's going on.
Yes.
Plus, if I'm in a 105-degree day and I've got 16,000 pounds behind me, I know if I start pushing it too hard, because if I start seeing
now
those
all
temps,
you need is some mountains.
Yep. I'll take it. I'll try it out.
Florida is.
Yeah, we're a little
10 feet above sea level.
completely flat. We're not totally flat, but we do have some grade, but nothing like what y'all have here. Not at all.
Look,
Yeah.
due north.
But
There they are.
To better answer your question, I've got a temperature and pressure sensor at my compressor outlet, and then I've got my other channel running the diff temp probe. And what I'm going to do is when it's time to get my intercooler done, I want a temp and pressure at my intercooler outlet because I want to see the drop from the old unit, and then I want to see the difference once I install a new intercooler. So I want to be able to log that first, to document it first,
Right.
and then switch out the intercooler and then watch what happens next. Like
The temperature differential.
Just for me, I want to see it happen. Yeah, I want to see the difference in performance between one unit and a new one, but I can't do that until I've got some data collected.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm backing away slowly. In that room and in that room is actually stuff that cannot be shown, but we are for real in the Gale Banks Dyno Room Control Center. This is where we're throttling the engines. We're monitoring with our data units. We've got everything set up for controlling the operations, and I am on my way out. Again, I cannot show you guys what's behind the glass, but it is truly remarkably impressive.
Okay, we're after it. 200, 300. Come on, 950, 80, 90. Woo! 1003.
So that being said, I'm going to close this video out. Thanks for hanging out with me on our tour at Banks Power. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. End of Banks Power Tour. I remember seeing that in magazines. Some of the, is that a, like what they call this, a typhoon? Is that what?
Yeah, this is the cyclone.
Was that like the Cyclone prototype? Mm-hmm. Let me get out of here. Wow.
We let him pan this for B-roll. It's pretty impressive.
Quite impressive. Phenomenally impressive. I think I'm close to the man's office. I'm gonna back away a little bit. We're entering another high security area. I'm gonna go slowly back away over here. Check it out. It's Gail's trophy from YouTube land. They really should give you some more of those, like every 100K. I think you should get a new one. I think you really should get a new one every time.
The same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
How about that? Ah, that one. That's my favorite.
That's a truck we're running high speed
Yep.
in 24. That's one of the Navy engines over there.
I was gonna ask if these were marine applications over
Well,
here.
that one is.
That one there? Okay.
Not that one. That one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Supercharged? Yes, sir.
And twin turbo.
And twin turboed?
It's a super turbo.
I like that. Super turbo. All right.
Here's one of our Pikes Peak cars. We were in for 2 years. That's turbocharged on alcohol.
So you probably don't know that he has the real one.
The real
Well,
one?
I have one
He
of
has
the real
one of the
ones.
real ones.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What color?
That-
Red with red stripes?
Yep.
That's cool.
Oh, out of the way. We're packing up. It's 5 o'clock.